Silencer issue 11. And Jack Herbert, I'm sure I've spoken about before, and I'm pretty sure I said the exact same thing last time his name came up. But I went into this going, oh, it's not Bogdanovich or whoever else was just on this book. I was like, oh, is the art going to dip? And then after a few pages, I went, no, this art's actually still really good. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess
Who
Herbert's
was
good.
it we said that about like last week or the week before?
Yeah, there was someone a couple of weeks ago who it was like, oh, we thought it was going to be a dip because we'd never heard of the guy.
It wasn't this guy, was it?
I don't think it was. That would be really bad if this was the guy that we said this same thing about a few weeks ago.
That would be really bad.
Okay, so Silencer is in the snow. She's got Quietus, and then the dude who turned into a beast, and they're going through this
thing.
Yeah, they're going through the snow to get to the place where Talia is, or where they think she's still to be going to the Lazarus Pit. Obviously, when they get there, they find out.
It's like, oh, let's go to a fortress.
Yeah. And they end up having a bit of fight with some robots, and it's kind of fun, solid action. And then they eventually get there, and the whole thing is that they're ready to hunt her down, and then it turns out that all of Leviathan's there, like every single member who still exists is there, and then Talia walks out, and like so many of them are there to either pledge allegiance or to kill her, and all these laser sights all hit her, and she's like, you could kill me. I mean, there's nothing to stop you from killing me right now. But here's the thing: has Leviathan accomplished anything with me gone? Like, when all
you just descended into chaos fighting each other.
Yeah, all this infighting, all this grabbing for the crown or the throne. Like, have you accomplished anything? Has Leviathan been effective at all? And basically everyone says, you know what, she's kind of right, and they all start saying Hail Leviathan, with the exception of one. And I love that final page, because the final page is like, it's the crowd looking at Talia, and Talia says there's always one, and you can just, the art's just subtle enough to make honor stand out, to make Silencer stand out in the crowd.
Do you know what it is? It's everyone else has got just a slightly faded tint to the color work.
Yeah.
But she's got just an extra outline around her, and the ink's like an extra layer, and then the colors pop just that touch more. Same with Talia at the front.
It almost feels like a spotlight. Almost.
It does, almost. It's a really subtle spotlight, but it's there.
I really liked what this did. It's a really simple issue, and what it's doing, it's just, no. Leviathan is sticking around, Talia's back, it's going to be stronger than ever, but Honor's not going to do this. So he's like, no, I'm out. Like, if I have to fight through all these assholes to get to you, I'm probably going to do it.
Yeah. No, moment of the issue, though, is definitely when Talia steps out, and she's like, no more fighting, war's over. And everyone just stops and looks at her.
So no, I really like what this is doing in terms of building up Talia as kind of the nemesis almost of Silencer. And I also like the cutaway to her husband who thinks she's dead and is trying to find confirmation that she was in the hotel that blew up.
Yeah.
Or got crushed. And he's really frustrated and upset, and Silencer's
like, how am I going to tell the kid?
Yeah, Silencer's monologuing to herself that she feels bad, that they probably think she's dead right now, but she has to deal with this first. So that Talia's not a threat anymore. So, no. Silencer's been really solid. I actually think it's getting better as it goes. I think, at least in terms of plot, I think it's the best it's been. Like, in terms of,
I agree. Yeah.
It spent so much time building up, like, Talia, not letting her leave Leviathan, her wanting out, her coming here to kill Talia. But now Talia's stronger than ever. Like, she's reunited the entire team, the group.
This might be my favorite of the New Age books. Over Terrifics, even.
I mean, I can't argue it that much on it. I don't know if I'd say that, but I can't argue it that much.
It's just been really solid. Like, and I'm really feeling the plot. It feels like Terrifics has been good, don't get me wrong, but at times it's kind of felt like, okay, we'd do a little bit too much of like, hey, Marvel, look at this, right? Whereas this is just, no, this isn't doing a lot of these books where this is the DC version of Marvel concept. Whereas this one doesn't really feel like it's doing that. It feels original enough that it's just doing its own thing that happened to be bundled in the same line as everything else.
Yeah, no, I'm digging it a lot. And it feels like its own little corner of the universe as well, which is why I think it partly works.
Yeah, and obviously it feels much more ingrained compared to, like Brimstone and Damage. This is Talia and Leviathan. Like, we know these things.
Yeah. And she has one of the best original concepts. The whole quiet bubble thing is actually really cool.
So good.
So, Yeah, really, really simple issue, but really effective in what it's doing. Really good storytelling in the comics. Like we said, the coloring, making Silencer stand out in that last page is really effective. And but it sets up that despite all this noise, despite all this extra clutter in characters, it's about these two. It's about Silencer and Talia.
Yeah.
And that's really effective. So, Silencer's very good. So, what are you giving it?
Just about scrapes an 8.
Yeah, I'll give it an 8. I'm happy to give it that.